Hello you guys, Sade Jernigan here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Instant Pot with Sade Jernigan. This is where I'm sharing 100 Instant Pot meals. And if you hear my kids in the background, they're all right here. So we are going to do Instant Pot chili. I love this chili, it's really good. All you need to do is first, we're gonna use the saute setting. So here we have saute setting, and I'm gonna do it for a custom amount. I'm gonna do the 3 bars and start. And you're gonna do about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm just gonna guesstimate. And then I defrosted my ground beef in the Instant Pot, so it should be red in the middle, but that's why mine looks like this. I'm doing 2 pounds of ground beef because I'm gonna go ahead and double the recipe. Actually, since I'm doubling the recipe, I want 4 tablespoons of olive oil. So I have to do a little bit of math in my head. And then I want to go ahead and saute this ground beef. And you know what I love about this is you're sauteing and cooking your chili in the same pot. So you're not gonna have a bunch of dirty pots and pans everywhere. You're just doing it all right here in the same pot. Okay, so let's chop up the onions. You want 1 onion, which means I want 2 because I'm doubling the recipe, but I only have 1 onion, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Actually, I'm in luck. I have a whole nother onion. Oops. So this is gonna be a big pot of chili. Hopefully, I was gonna use a sweet onion, but because I have also this purple one, I'm gonna do that one as well. Usually a medium-sized onion is great, but I just say whatever size you have is totally fine. So I'm gonna chop that up, and I kind of want this to saute with the meat. And it's nice if you could finely chop it, but because I'm usually in a hurry, I don't even chop it like super small or anything. I'm just trying to hurry and get it in there, see? And then I'm just going to go ahead and saute it all together. Okay, now here I go on the next one. And this is a really big onion. Usually it should be like a medium size, but that's okay. Oh my goodness, I didn't even start cutting this one. Okay, this one's way stronger. I'm like, whew, already tearing up. Oh my goodness. A little trick is to put it in the refrigerator, and then when you cut it, it won't make you cry. You guys, I do not have the patience to chop this really fine, so you'll notice in my videos that I do the lazy way of cooking. Whew. Okay, that is sauteing. After that, I'm gonna do 1 chopped bell pepper, but I'm gonna wait a little bit for that. I'm gonna add in the 3 garlic cloves. Actually, I'm doubling the recipe, so I'm doing 6 garlic cloves. If you're doing 1 recipe, then it should only take about 5 minutes to saute your ground beef. But I like to saute it with the onions. But I like how it sautés as you're chopping up the other stuff. And if you feel like it's a little dry in there, you can add more olive oil, like it can't hurt. There you go, adding my chopped garlic. Right in there. And then we're gonna do 1 bell pepper. And I love making chili, like if your bell pepper, you like to eat your bell pepper fresh, but say it's a little bit getting soft, it's perfect for chili. Sometimes you don't like to eat the soft ones, or if it's about to turn. And you guys, I don't preheat. I'm like sauteing and it's still preheating. So I don't have time to wait for that. I'm just gonna go ahead, and honestly, it's almost done and it's not even preheated yet. And since it's almost done, I'm gonna go ahead and add this bell pepper in here. Why not? It should be 2 bell peppers. And in the description of this video, I'm gonna put the recipe, so you can always double the recipe like me, but I'm gonna put like the smaller one there. 3 garlic cloves, so I did 6. And then you want 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and add this chili powder after I added the chicken broth. You can do beef broth, chicken broth, whatever you want. I'm gonna do 2 cups of my homemade chicken broth that I made from scratch. I have it on a pan because it was frozen, so I'm defrosting it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my chicken broth. It's still a little partially frozen, but it's like half liquid, half frozen, but it's okay. It will go ahead and work out. So if you have whatever you want to use, I mean, if you have vegetable, whatever kind of broth you have available, even if it's vegetable broth, I would just use whatever you have and it's gonna taste amazing. And so I did 2 cups because usually you just do 1 cup. And since I'm gonna cancel it, and I was just sauteing on the preheating, it didn't even get to the saute, so I'm already turning it off and putting all the ingredients in there, and then I'm just gonna start it and put on high for 15 minutes and then 10 minutes of release and we'll be good to go. So here we go. Let's do chili powder, 1.5 teaspoons. So I'm gonna use the half. So I need to do that, let's see, 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 6. All right. And then I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons of cumin, so let's do 4. Cumin. Okay, 2 teaspoons of paprika. I'm doing smoked paprika. And 1 teaspoon of coriander. So this is how mine comes, but I need to go ahead and crush it. So I'm gonna put some on here and just guesstimate how many I need. And I'm gonna take the back of this and just like crush them. I don't really have a crusher, so I'm just using the back of this. And it's all about less dishes, isn't it? Probably need a little bit more. Okay. Diced tomatoes. So I'm just gonna use 2 because I could have done a little bit less broth. So I'm just gonna dice these up myself and put them in. You could use canned diced tomatoes if you would like. Man, this is a hard tomato. But I don't buy diced canned tomatoes. I just eat and buy a lot of tomatoes. So it's just easier for me to chop them up and put them in. Here's my diced tomatoes. Do 2 cans of tomato sauce. Okay, I know this sounds really weird, but I'm gonna do cocoa powder. It makes it so rich and delicious. You can't even taste it, but trust me, don't skip this step because it makes it taste amazing. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons, so I'm gonna do 4. It makes it so rich and delicious and full of antioxidants because you know cocoa powder is so good for you. And then you're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. So my chicken broth already has salt in it, so I'm just gonna kind of do an estimate and then just add more to it later. Oh, and don't forget the kidney beans, you guys. 2 cans of kidney beans, so I'm gonna do 4. And you wanna make sure that you go ahead and rinse the kidney beans. And rinse this. The kidney beans come with a lot of liquid, so you're gonna wanna rinse that out until it's like more dry. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this times 2. Definitely rinse the beans because they look soapy when you get the canned. I usually do beans from scratch, but I'm not a huge fan of kidney beans unless it's in chili, so that's why I do the canned on that one. So we're gonna mix it all together. We've got all the ingredients, and now all we have to do is wait for it to cook together, and it's gonna be delicious. And we're gonna do 15 minutes high. That's what I love about the Instant Pot. It's so quick, so easy. High pressure, 15 minutes with 10 minutes of pressure, and then we'll come back for the final